Alright, today we're going to be tasting, finally, I guess for the videos I've made, this is my first beer from Strauss Brewery, which is one of my go-to brewers, provided that I'm in the mood for a really dark, thick beer, because that's pretty much all they do. And I'm not always in the mood for that kind of beer, but when I am, this is a pretty good place to go. The brewery is in West Flanders. It's from where I am now in Ghent. It's probably a little over an hour away, but I used to live closer, so I did go out there one time and picked up some stuff. It's a pretty cool place. This beer I got from the local store, which has a really good selection. And apparently, this is not the easiest beer to come by. It's a little bit rare. And the story behind this is it starts out as one of their other beers called Black Albert, which I have had. It's a really good beer. But they take the Black Albert and they age it in Four Roses Kentucky bourbon barrels, which is a decent Kentucky bourbon. And I don't know how long they age it. I'm not sure if the description said. But anyway, once it's done aging, they take it out, and it's then called StruiseCuveeDelphine. And another interesting thing is the label, their artwork. They chose the phrase, "The truth can set you free." Truth can set you free, not will. So they're not using the usual phrase. But you know what? That's enough blabbering. Let's get to the beer. One other quick note: please, a moment of silence for one of my two Strauss Brewery glasses, because I noticed it's got a strange little crack. Oh, and there goes a little glass there. Yeah. So I'm going to use it for this tasting. I'll drink from the opposite side, but after that, I guess the safe thing to do would be throw it away or just suck it up and never drink from that side. Because now I see it's just a little chip that came out and we're good. Yet to be determined. Let's get to the beer. StruiseCuveeDelphine. This is an Imperial Stout. And that's odd. Their beers normally do not spew at all. Man, that's got an aroma. It's an Imperial Stout. It's 13% alcohol. Yes, you heard me right. 13%. And wow, their beers, normally I have trouble getting any head on their beers. This one is going crazy. And man, if it tastes as good as it smells, it's going to be good. That's how I finish that sentence. Well, very dark beer, fairly dark head too, and a large head. Great smell. From far away you get sort of a chocolatey, fruity smell. Closer up it's more the roasted, but still a little bit of, it smells like chocolate candies, like the cream-filled candies. All right, Imperial Stout soaked in Kentucky bourbon barrels. That's a good beer. That's a real good beer. I will say this, that oftentimes I'm a little bit, you get all excited from the smell. It smells kind of sweet, and not sweet, but like, I don't know. The smell is one thing, and then you taste it, and it's not necessarily a representation of how it tastes. And that's true of this one, but it's still a good beer. Trying to remember exactly what the Black Albert tasted like and what the difference is. This one's definitely got more something. It's got more of that sort of chocolate, which is odd since the only difference is bourbon barrels. But maybe that's enough to, I don't know, would that soften it, or I don't know what bourbon would do to a beer. Yeah, I don't know. That's, yeah. It also has a little bit less of a roasted flavor than some of their beers do, which I think is a good thing, because sometimes it just gets on my nerves, the really roasted flavor. This is smoother. I'm going to stick with the chocolate observation. And for a 13% beer, it doesn't have really a strong alcohol taste. It's dark chocolate, a little bit of bitter, slight bit of alcohol at the end. Damn good beer. And you know, kids, let's be honest, at 13%, it's hard to go wrong with a beer, because even if it's only mediocre, by the time you get halfway through the beer, you're going to be feeling it. You're going to think that's the best beer you've ever had. I wish I could remember how much I paid for this, because I don't think it was too much more. Usually the beers I get at the store cost about 1.2 or 4 euros. I think this was nearly 2 euros, maybe a little more, but you know, for what you're getting, that's not bad. Cuvée Delphine, A. Give it a good solid A.